we'd have nights out in Sheffield when Billy played there and Vinnie played there together. I mean, Vinnie got a lot of stick about what he were like on field, but off it, he were an hard lad. Really hard lad. Really hard lad. And we'd go out in Sheffield and like there were a bar called Henry's on Cambridge Street, like top class bar, and we'd all walk in sort of thing. Sheffield Wednesday never went out. They didn't go out in case they bumped into us. Word of a lie. Jemson, they would not set foot in Sheffield. And honestly, they would not set foot in Sheffield. And so we were in one night and all these Sheffield Wednesday fans were in. And some Andy lads there, like, and they've like looked over. And eventually Billy's gone, what? What is it? And they've gone, come on then. And Billy's gone, no, I'll tell you what. He went, your best two and our best two. And they've gone, yeah, all right. And these lads are like, Andy. So they've gone, Billy and Vinnie have gone outside, took them round corner, pasted them, and come back in. Just laid them out. Just like I'd carried on. Boom, on like that. Come back in, pint please, like that. And all these Sheffield Wednesday fans have gone. I mean, you think now, like, with social media, like, and all like that. Because they'd like threatened us.
That'd be front page, that, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, threatened us as a group. And Billy's just gone, right, pick your best two. Not a problem. We'll have you.
So did they get on them two?
Yeah, they did. They were real mutual respect. Vinnie used to like run Sheffield United. He'd come in on a Friday and go, you're not playing tomorrow. Oh, fucking honestly, oh, you're in. Oh, am I? Yeah, I've had a word with Harry, you're playing. So we want to play that, but fucking no chance. So you put a yellow bib on, you make sure you're at reserves and all like that. He used to like know all like that. But when Billy walked in, Vinnie, like, boom, he calmed down and like, yeah, I know my place. Yeah. Plus, I don't want to upset him.
Fuck, but what do you think could have gone off if they'd have had a set two? Them two?
Wow. Don't know.
Were one of them dead?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It would have only finished if one of them were dead.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Because they were... you're going about hard men, Billy Whitehurst. But he was an absolute gent. Lovely bloke. Great-mannered and all like that. But once it come to football and once he were on pitch, he'd just kill you. Absolutely kill you. Like...
What was the crack with Ruddock?
That was the one where, I mean, you think about it now. I've been thinking about some of these stuff, and you watch Premier League games now, and you think, how can that happen? Because this isn't top league. So we're playing Southampton at home, and it's rock hard. It's like this wooden floor pitch and everything, and Ruddock's absolutely battering Brian Dean all over the place, like bullying him, smashing him, and all like that. So I'm sub. Usual. So I'm sat there and Harry just looks round and goes, go and get Billy. Hey? What do you mean go and get Billy? What? I want to go on, not Billy. Like. And he went, go and get Billy. So I said, well, where he's up in stand, go and get him. So I've walked out at dugout and at Bramall Lane, where Tunley's, place sit up there. So Billy sat there in his leather jacket, pair of jeans, pair of boots, like, and I said, Billy, Harry wants you. He went, what? He went, Harry needs to have a chat with you. And this is like 5 minutes before half time. Premier League game, matches going on. So all fans are looking. So Billy comes down like and gets in thing. And he went, right, I need you to have a word with Ruddock at half time. He says he's bullying Brian Dean. And, Dino's not doing all. He's shit scared of him. Billy. Not like, oh, I can't do that, Harry. It's a Premier League match. And blah. Right, leave it with me. Like something from you. No problem. Leave it with me. You haven't seen me, right? So everybody on dugout's thinking, what's going on here? So Billy then disappears down the steps. And Bramall Lane, you go down, don't you? And then home team dressing rooms to your left and straight on to the other one. So they come off at half time and you all come together and you can hear Ruddock going to Dino, like, fucking, I've had you in my pocket, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Comes down steps, goes up, and next thing you've just heard this whoosh, and Billy's grabbed him and pinned him up against wall. There he is, Billy in his leather jacket, fucking jeans, Ruddock's in his Southampton kit, like, what are you doing? He says, if you touch Brian Dean again in second half, go anywhere near him and kick him, I'll be waiting for you in this tunnel to fucking do your legs. And Ruddock goes, I'm fucking telling you. And grabbed him and just like dropped him. Fucking like that. And everybody's like, wow, fucking hell. So anyhow, second half goes on. We win 4-0 and Brian Dean scores 2.
He did his job.
Oh, me, man.
But when you think about that now, honestly, you think about that.
everything.
What was that now? 30 years ago? It is, yeah. It seems like yesterday, like when you were playing at Sheffield United, but 30 years ago, that sort of thing were happening.
So did none of like the Southampton lads went out?
What, with Billy Whitehurst?
Well, yeah.
No. He had that reputation, Billy, that once Billy... They were like Billy, Mick Harford types who, once they got involved in anything, that were it.
Not even involved in the game, are they? You know?
No, that's the thing. That's the crazy thing about it. Just go and get Billy.
Get Billy.
Get Billy. We can get Billy. We'll get him.
So I can imagine, you know, when he actually did play, I can imagine he'd he'd won the battle before the game even started.
Yeah.
Through reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was scared. I mean, he was scary in training. If he weren't playing on Saturday and like had to the team were playing, Harry tried to like move him out of the way. Like, so he didn't, because he'd go and kill other centre forward or other centre half, just so like he could play. But I think he got milder as he got older. There were stories about him at Oxford where there were a lovely old bloke as manager called Maurice Evans, who I think dropped him once on a Friday. So he just went round training ground and picked all balls up, put them in his car and drove back to training ground so they couldn't train. So if you're leaving me out, you're not training. Which is brilliant. What, Billy, can you leave us one? Yeah, no, I thought leave you one. do some shadow play.
So what, you know, like when you went out with these lads then, were you always like on edge?
No, because they didn't do it. They didn't look out. They didn't go out. We didn't go out looking for trouble. It were like, but if there was some going to happen, you know, you got lads there who were, and to be fair, people knew about them, so they didn't. Yeah. No, it were brilliant. We'd be out all the time. To be fair,
but you
in
felt
Sheffield.
quite secure, really.
Yeah.
Did you ever drop on Billy Whitehurst while you were out and about?
Fucking Billy. What a fucking boy. I'm telling a story about Billy. I fucking love that boy to death, right? I just got in the first team at West Brom. We got play Sunderland. Guess who's up front? Billy fucking Whitehurst. Who do you not want to play against ever? Billy Whitehurst, John Fashioneer, and Mick Hartford. 3 players straight off the top of the edge you don't want to fucking play against, right? Fuck me. So I'm thinking, how am I going to approach this one with Billy?
Were you centre half as well?
I'm centre half. How am I going to approach this one? Well, fire with fire. So I went, fuck it. I'm just going to have to go toe to toe with him, right? He's fucking elbowing me. He's fucking. Half time I'm walking off. He said to me, "You know something, son? You've got more balls than sense." That's what he said to me. That's what he said to me, Big Bill. And then we became mates. Fucking love him, Bill. That's he tells me the story about when Vinnie came to the club, because Vinnie thought he was a fucking hard man. I love Vinnie to death as well. He's another great lad, Vinnie. Vinnie was coming in, so Billy's got this whole fucking car. Vinnie's turned up in the 7 Series, brand new BMW. Billy drives straight into the side of it with his old car. Walks in there, he said to Vinnie, he said, "Somebody's just fucking driven straight in the side of your car." He said, "Which done that?" He said, "Me, what are you going to fucking do about it?" That's fucking Billy for you.
What was it like playing with that lot, though? What was it like playing with the likes of Beardsley and Gascoigne and what have you?
I mean, you've played international, Andy, and to be totally honest, looking back, and you look at like such as Peter Beardsley, I thought in 86 and 90 World Cup, he won a better England players in tournament, really, Beardsley. And to be totally honest, he couldn't lace Gaz's boots. Gascoigne's the best English player I've ever seen. Ever seen. He was phenomenal. And you know, and he were only a young kid, nearly 19 when I was there, but there were nothing he couldn't do. Nothing. You used to get 3,000 watching him in training. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, it's a bit sad what's gone off with him now. I mean, he puts in his book that I broke his jaw.
Did you?
I didn't break his jaw, no, but he thinks I did. He said he nutmegged me in training. According to his book, he nutmegged me, and I said, "If you do that again, I'll break your jaw." And he did it again, and I broke his jaw. So he says in his book.
Well, so what is the truth then?
Well, the truth is, I didn't break his jaw. I mean, but a good mate of mine up north east is Joe Allen and Billy Askew, and they say that he really thinks you did. I said, well, I didn't, Joe. Joe were there, and he says, well, I know you didn't. He says, but he's got it in his head you did. So I don't know.
Well, somebody must have done.
No, he never had his jaw broke while I was there. I mean, the thing about it is he also thought he was that Roll Moat's best friend, wasn't he, when he would take his fishing rod,
yes, unfortunately, yes.
Talking about managers, I mean, I've had some great managers in my time, like Alan Ball. I were only a short time. Wasn't he great, Andy?
Loved him. Loved him.
I were only there. I were only on loan at Stoke, and absolutely fabulous man. And he had an aura about him.
Yeah, he did.
And I can great story, because the first day I went on Thursday, and the first day training, he's come in his suit and his slip-ons, and he were going to Utoxie races, and he had about 10 minutes passing ball about with his slip-ons on. And I just seen him trotting off to races, and I thought, what a man! It was great. And then my first game is he's got like a blackboard or a whiteboard now, as you call them, and he's going through corners, and he says, he's that bit of an high-pitched voice, like,
yeah.
And he says, the first corner we get, he says, big man is, and he looks at Noel Blake, who was centre half, and
oh dear,
I want you to spin around
and Big
the back.
Noel on the same side.
Yeah, oh yeah, he liked. To be fair, Bally liked to play football, but he'd adopt. He'd adapt his ideas But Wayne Biggins, he says, I want you to steam in and pick any bits up. And now bearing in mind, I've known him for about 4 minutes at this training session, and I've put my hand up, and he looks at me like, because he's got me on loan, and it's my first game, and he says, what do you want, big man? And I says, well, Gaffer, first corner, if you just float it onto the keeper's head, I'll smash him straight in back at net, and he'll never come for another cross. And Bally looked at me, and he went, we'll do that. And I thought, well, if that's good enough for a World Cup winner, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.